lie. $4 for a dream. 5 mommy, 5 fiends. 6, 6, 6. Hangs on your crucifix. I said, I said, ooh. 7 sisters, 8 of them, if you count the ones that were rehearsed. 9 mommies, 9 dreams. So now we're acting. Oh, here again. This new world of energy. The number 10 is me. 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 Sweet divinity. The number 10 is me. I'm deep, beauty, release, black, 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 black queen. The number 10 is me. That song is 10. It is a song that I wrote when I was a teenager. At the time that my Auntie Medina passed away, rest in peace, Auntie Medina. About recognizing not only my place in the world, but the place that I have within my family. You know, and to know yourself according to your family is a very important piece of information, because you recognize how some of the many influences that one experiences growing influence you, and like why you assumed the character you assumed to survive your experience. But then in recognizing the character that I assumed to survive the experience of my upbringing, there was a freedom there, because I recognized that the character is a character, and who I am is beyond the person that I became to survive that situation. And in doing so, I recognized my freedom. And so if you're familiar with numerology, 10 also break down to 1, but 10 symbolizes like a return, right? Because 9 is the number of completion, so 10 is the number of the new cycle, the elevated experience. After you've come through a foundational cycle, the first set of 1 through 9, then there is a renewed set of 1 through 9. And 10 begins that cycle. So, yeah, like there are also many other elements I can get into. That was around the time that I was also in rehab. My parents, I like to smoke weed. Like I'm a very average, not average. I'm a very adamant supporter of ganja. That spirit, that plant spirit, actually likes to be called ganja, and not so much weed or cannabis. And my parents were worried about me because my father also struggles with addiction, and is still in active addiction today. And so they sent me to rehab a couple times in my early life, because they were concerned about Naeem and my odd, wayward ways, accompanied with my cannabis, or as we will elevate it now, say my relationship with ganja. And so in this time, I was introduced to many of the ideas of substance abuse, addiction, but then also recovery. And how when I was in the rooms of recovery and like really around addicts, like people who are really in it, they would look at me and be like, "Kid, why are you here?" When I would tell them my story, they'd be like, "Okay, yeah, like stay with the good shit. Stay over on the beautiful side of life." You know what I'm saying? Like drugs, don't fuck with them things, man. Like really don't. Like weed, mushrooms, that shit's honestly cool. But like outside of that, like the world of drugs is not really cool. Like there's nothing really here. It's just a lot of death. It's just a lot of addiction. It's just a lot of, if you think you're partying, you think you're having a good time, but it always ends up with some dumb shit. So like I took that wisdom to heart, and as I began the new cycle, and as I began to fly over many impediments that my predecessors had been ensnared by, I kept the wisdom and the heart-to-heart experiences that I had in those places as almost angelic information or divine information about how to live the life that I have been gifted with. So thank you for listening.